Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
What's it?
That was a pretty good one, Abe.
Thank you. I was practicing in the mirror.
Coming along, dude. Spend enough time on vacation, bro. I don't know.
Dude, did you get a lift in yet today?
Does a bear shit on a one-legged duck in the Vatican, Slum?
I think the answer is yes.
Indubitably.
That's
Guess
good.
what? I did too. I did too. I'm lifting again.
He's back, baby.
I started this week.
Lift?
The basement,
I started
son.
this week.
I seen the basement. It's got a treadmill in it.
He's got weights.
I got weights too.
Ain't it?
All right, good for you. Good for you. Let's keep it up.
Yep.
What'd you hit?
Me.
My legs, and they're freaking
I did legs
toasted.
today too.
Dude, why are you copying?
Sorry.
Why are you copying, bro?
Sorry.
I did arms.
Good for you. I did, dude, split squats.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The worst workout ever.
Yeah, it is hard. You're talking about one-legged, one-foot back Bulgarians.
Bulgarian switch.
Yes, sir.
Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice. You know the meta to getting like the perfect distance from the bench.
I go a half of my foot in front of my knee that's bent, and that seems to be exactly where I gotta lock in.
Then you're set.
Yeah. What's the meta for you?
I don't remember. I haven't done them in a long time.
What if I said no? I don't know it, dude. Can you tell me? You would have just gave me that answer.
I would have got out into the garage later this evening after we put Liam down, and I would have ran it back. It's like riding a bike, dude. You remember?
You remember?
You remember? I've been more posterior chain focused on legs lately.
That's good. You need to.
Yeah, my quads are fucking massive, and I gotta round out the dumpy. You know what I mean?
You gotta make it exist.
All right, bro. It's not. It's
good
right.
to be back, dude.
It's great to be back.
It's great to be back. What do you say we get into it?
What do we got, Abe?
What do we got?
We got some angry people today, and it's not our usual suspects.
Oh.
Roll the clip.
You know what I just noticed?
They're not peas?
No, they're definitely peas.
Okay.
You know what else I noticed?
What did you notice?
The guy feeding me,
Yeah.
he's got gray hairs.
No. That's a bald fade.
You think that's what that is?
That's 100% a bald fade.
I think Jim's calling you old as shit, bro.
I think he might be accurate. Dude, we also talked about this. He apparently said, I'm the guy in your Tarkov video when you get announced in like the Coliseum, because of my picture on Discord is me in an Eskimo hat, and he made that guy in an Eskimo hat.
Bro.
I was like, oh, okay. I like it.
He's locked in on all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's the subtleties. Locked in. It's the
and
subtleties.
is there a way we can make this angry people segment like happy? Because I want to have a nice, happy podcast. Everyone's always so angry. Let's have a good time.
We're going to have to commission Jim for a cool animation about people being happy, bro. That's what we need to do.
I think
we're manifesting over here, bro. It's our fault.
I think they're angry for the right reason in this one. Does that make sense? Like, this isn't just like pissed off for nothing. It's like fighting for themselves.
All right, we'll get to the news, Abe.
Well, the people that are angry, they are voice actors and motion actors for video games, because SAG-AFTRA is officially on strike against the video game industry. And this strike, the negotiations and talks were going well until they hit one little sticky point that we've talked about on here quite a bit, and that is AI protection. So,
okay,
to expand upon that, what that means is that the SAG-AFTRA Actors Guild is worried about basically AI being used and created off of either voice acting that's been done or motion acting that's been done that has no ties back to the original creator, and they're basically just using that work to program their AI and create, an AI that does that in the future.
What do they expect from striking? Do they think they're just going to put it off forever, or you think they're like, let me hold out? We got to make them hold out for another year or something?
It looks like there's one particular sticking point, because there's pretty good coverage from the collecting bargaining committee, which includes like Activision, Take-Two, Insomniac, WB. It's like over 30 signatory companies in the industry, and they're pretty fine with putting in protections for the voice actors. The real stick up seems to be the motion performers. Basically, I think these are some quotes. With the current setup, anybody doing a stunt or creature performance, all these folks would have been left under protection under the employer's offer. So then the bargaining companies countered and added some protections for motion performers, but only if, quote, the performer is identifiable in the output of the AI digital replica. And that wasn't enough for SAG-AFTRA. They're basically saying that that would leave movement specialists, including stunts and things like that, entirely out in the cold to be replaced by soulless synthetic performers trained on our actual performances.
Bro, they're not robots. The human body only moves so many ways. What do they think that they're going to gain from this, man?
That I don't know.
That's crazy. It makes sense if it's like an identifiable thing that somebody is doing. Let's say, you know, some famous person came up with a stanky leg, and then you know what I'm saying? And then they got that specifically into a game through mocap, right?
Okay.
That and other people want to use that exact capture as an emote. Right?
The exact capture.
The
not
capture.
Not replicated.
Not replicated.
Okay.
The capture. That's the only circumstance where I can fathom somebody deserves their dues. I don't.
Yeah, because like, what if you just do a cartwheel? Like every time an AI does a cartwheel, you should get compensated. What are we talking about?
Are you
here?
undermining the stunt of a cartwheel, Abe? Are you suggest? You know what I like? I'd like to see Abe do a cartwheel. That's what I want to see.
How about a round off? I think I can pull off a round off.
What about a back tuck?
No,
I think Slum's got a friend.
Let me lift for a couple weeks.
Who could? All right.
How about? So here's where. So what they're against? I mean, they're probably against all of it, but they're against training the data that they've helped these companies collect by getting hired, and just making an AI out of their data capture that they were hired to perform. That's what they're quoting they're against. That's what they're fighting, right?
Correct.
They're not against someone coming in with an iPhone, recording a stunt, and then sending it through AI and polishing it and doing it. That kills the union and all the people on stage and all that. They're just against their job.
Individual performance.
Yeah.
And like the actual tech is moving so far away from that already that like they're already living in the past on how this is done. You know what I mean? And so it's like I understand that people once for a period of time made money from this, but like every other piece of technology, sometimes jobs get eliminated as a result. And that is what it is. And I understand, like, I am 100% for the argument about training these AI models with people who are compensated for to do it one time, but not for the models or all the models that get made after the fact, right? With their hard work. I get it. How long you can hold out towards the scumbag companies that are going to do it anyway, and like what you expect to get out of each of these AI models that are going to feed it your works, right? Like, I don't know. Like, where do you draw the line in the sand there? It's very difficult.
That's what I'm confused about. They're basically asking an industry to stay behind. So what are they like? What's the end goal for them? I'm confused because if you're a business or an industry and you're not taking full advantage of AI, you're behind because other people are. So these people are asking this $1 billion, maybe trillion, I don't know how those numbers work, but industry to not use all of the tools to their best advantage. That's literally what they're asking them to do.
Right.
And I don't know if that ever
just
works.
because historically that job existed. I don't like that's just the way things work, man. Do you
think exactly what you said is maybe they're trying to strike a new deal where we get one fat payment and we train you a model and then you never see us again?
I think that is likely the only way that this plays out. I don't see a workaround. And like Abe was saying, like it's funny that what I would argue is like the least unique feature of the entire thing, the motion guys versus voice acting, which is like includes elements of actual human emotion and like acting, which has been a part of mankind for centuries, thousands of years. Like, I get that. That makes sense to me.
This
But
feels like
motion?
a situation. This feels like a situation where the voice actors go to like the heads of the SAG-AFTRA like union.
Cut these guys out.
Like, hey, listen, we like these guys and everything, but like, you think maybe we're getting
jumping the
pretty
line
good here. Yeah, exactly.
The voice guys are going to jump the line and leave these guys
That's
out.
What the talent
we
is
could
like.
probably come to an agreement.
Oh man,
I can understand getting upset that like you said, you inflict these emotions and these dialects and things, and they're training a model and that stealing that from that's a different level of work that is unique that you kind of can't. We've seen in games and other stuff, just pure AI text, and it's dog shit.
It's bad,
and it's not good.
You guys are
saying can't replace the human element there.
Now you guys are. I assume these motion capture guys are disagreeing heavily.
Yeah.
Especially the guy from Planet of the Apes who did Schmeagol, I think. He's the same guy.
Is that the same guy? He's great.
Guy. He's literally like the best motion capture guy.
You know the best part of this is that tech was awesome 20 years ago when that was used.
I get it, but they felt it was that important to have that actor there as well because he was acting as well.
It was.
So like when you guys say
he did a great job.
I'm just saying, there's probably multiple perspectives, and the motion guys are probably like, dude, you couldn't be further from the truth. And the voice guys are like, you're exactly right. We don't need these freaking guys. But I mean, I think they both should be figuring stuff out because if a game developer doesn't want to spend money, they don't have to.
That is
like
correct.
They could make a game right now with 11 labs cloning someone else's voice and move AI and cut both of them out. So I don't know what their plans are because you really don't have to unless you want to cut down post work. A clean motion capture, actually capturing it, saves you so much post work.
Yeah.
If you have a messy like motion capture, or if you have to create it from scratch, it gets pretty intensive. But if you have the model trained from a bunch of
like if you happen to be taking a raw of something that I shot by myself in my studio without your direction, and then you have to figure out how to make it work in post.
Not even that. Like if you were to just collect your own data, there's sometimes your feet are off the ground, sometimes your arm like flips in a circle for some weird reason, and you have to do all this cleaning. When you have the good tech, when you have a good actor and you can capture it, you don't really have to clean it. That's what's really good. But these AIs that they're about to train, they'll probably train them from really good captures.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. I can't wait to see the tech.
Same here, man. I mean, no disrespect. I like where we're headed. I think that, again, I like knocking down barriers of entry for more people to be able to create dope shit. I'm a big believer in that. Love it.
Yeah, let it be known. I'm literally a guy that sits behind a computer. No like brand for myself. I just make creative stuff, and I want to see this stuff as well. So like, there's two ways to look at it. Yep. You can either be scared, or you could say, "Bring it on. Let's see what happens." Yeah.
I embrace it, Abe.
I wish them the best.
I embrace it too. I think they got their hearts in the right place. They're fighting for themselves, but I think they're fighting a losing battle.
Well, we'll see what happens. Let's keep a tab on this.
We will add it to the tab file.
What else we got?
All right. So we're getting a little bit more upbeat here. This was
okay.
This is like half controversy, half awesome. I don't know if you guys have already seen any of these clips, but YouTube streamer iShowSpeed, or Speed as he's most commonly referred to by most of his fans, he jumped over 2 luxury cars on a live stream on his YouTube. He
exotic, I would say.
Sorry, yeah,
not luxury.
It was a Lamborghini and a McLaren. He did get banned by YouTube, by the way, temporarily for this because that's horribly dangerous, and he's got a huge young
Child
following.
audience. Yeah.
Correct. That they probably don't want to attempt to jump over a car. I understand that.
Probably.
Speed did it.
I have I have some videos of it. So here's some of like some shortened versions of like his actual stream when he was doing it.
Yeah.
So this is him jumping over both cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I could probably turn the volume down a little bit.
Come on. Ah, come on, come, another one, come. Ah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yep.
It is pretty cool. Awesome athletic feat. Really, really cool. A lot of people think it's fake.
A lot of
A
people.
lot of people
Like most
think it's
people.
fake.
What, is there a comprehensive breakdown that someone voices the best stance on it being fake and shows us why they think it's fake?
So that's the thing, right? So there is another streamer named Nick E or Nicky 30 is it Nick A30? Okay.
Yep.
Nick A30, who did do a video kind of calling out that he believed it was fake. He was watching it, but he was looking for elements, and I don't know if you're probably familiar with this term, Slum, but of masking with the editing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So to give just some specifics on what that means, it's a feature in editing software that allows you to select a specific piece of the video or use video overlays to hide, duplicate, reveal, or modify your footage. So basically, you just have him jumping in the air, and then you edit in the car driving later and stuff like that.
Sure.
So he has this video where he kind of breaks it down. I could show the whole video for this one. I have some other stuff too, but he actually notes a couple times, and I think he's looking for elements of masking in his breakdown, and he kind of can't find it.
See the mask right there.
Where do you
that
see
looks
the
pretty
mask?
Weird to me. Look at the mask. Look at the mask
What?
right here.
No.
See it? Look at the bottom of the feet.
Yeah.
See that? It looks like it's almost connected or glued to the ground. That's like a sign of a mask right there.
I don't get what he said there. I don't see what
I didn't
know.
agree either.
I didn't
No.
agree either. There's
So-
also some
Go ahead.
other evidence that was put out there because there were bystanders that watched this, kind of go down, and we have alternate angle footage of Speed doing this. And I want you to pay attention to on this one, right? The reflections and the shadows in the back of the McLaren.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll try and stop it at a certain point too.
Yeah.
So if we go to right, you can actually see his
In the back windshield.
right
Mhm.
there. You can actually,
Yep.
and you can see it
Then
live.
go one more. You could probably go one more frame and see it even better. Yeah.
That looks incredibly real to me.
So I want to go look at the shadows of the car. You can see they're not really harsh shadows because it's an overcast day. So they're soft shadows. So that goes to what that other guy was saying when he's like, look at the ground here. Like it looks weird. The shadows are not hard already because it's overcast. So when he jumps, there's almost no more shadow because
Right.
he's almost already off the ground. So that, I don't know what masking thing he was talking about. That didn't look like a mask to me. I'll address this footage right here. So this looks like cell phone footage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's even harder than masking, like anyone can mask. What's even harder is this camera's shaking. So there's motion. If you really wanted to stage this,
Everything would have to be tracked.
everything would have to be tracked
Yep.
really well. And then the next thing is getting him to look like he's actually there, the same quality of the footage, the same blur, the same graininess, actually matching it, matching the color, matching the quality of the film, even if it's filmed on the same camera, is incredibly hard. The reflection, really hard as well, but that could be done. Like that's could be CGI. I don't think, just the way that it's tracked and the way that his body actually looks in this footage, I think it's pretty real. I think it looks really real. I don't see anything that looks like it's fake, but I could be super wrong. I don't think I am though.
So Nick A30 did this too. Smile.
I saw it.
Here's his version of it.
Yep.
I'm about to jump this car right now.
So he's trying to overcompensate with how shaky he is right now because he's about to put it on a tripod. So right now he's super overcompensated. Look, I could shake it too.
We got another camera set up.
And then it just goes straight stable.
I'll put this on the tripod all by myself here. So we're gonna see what happens. I got a pretty high jump.
I'm actually going to drive the car myself too, and then I'm going to jump it.
Myself.
Okay, watch this. First time ever doing it. Yeah, come on.
So I thought that is obviously fake when he's actually doing the jump. I'll play that again too, and we know it's fake too.
Yeah.
But you can actually see it looks like a green screen effect.
No, I don't think it's green screen. I think
It looks like it.
I think it's the same
Yeah.
tripod.
Same
angle,
exact.
one.
Yeah. Two different
what I'd like to see-
footages,
can you
and he's
go
masked
frame?
on the thing.
Yeah, can you
Wait,
go
what?
frame by frame? We could probably see where the mask is. It's probably just the car because you don't want to get the trees in the background. You want to keep the trees as much as you can in his footage. So it's probably just the car and the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you might be able to see it how smooth the street gets. Like keep going, go under them. I mean, it's clean. What is the look at the top of the car? You see how the black glass and then there is a black line like all the way on top of the car.
Mhm.
That could be part of the mask, but like I don't think Speed masked it. It's just
Yeah.
The kid's young, he's very athletic, he thinks he's invincible.
Right.
The only thing that's hard about that, if you could jump that high, is the timing.
Yeah.
Speed can do everything that it requires to jump the car.
Of course.
The only part that's actually hard for him is timing. And I mean, dude, I think it's real. I don't know though.
Some people got it built in. You know what I'm saying?
Built in, dude.
That level of athleticism. I think it's totally
ABC
possible it's
genetics.
real. What I think is way more interesting is the fact that we are officially in the age of who the hell knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's crazy to me. Like we knew that this was coming. Like where you watch footage of something and you just don't have any real idea. We don't like. There's no definitive yes or no anymore.
No definitive yes
Like
or no.
you have to be such an expert to pick like this or that out to where the general pop, like, I mean, they have no chance of deciphering what's real.
So this was a continuous live stream. So he like
yeah, I
started
believe
in,
it
like,
was
a
like a
warehouse.
30-minute live stream. Yeah, when he did it. Yeah.
So I heard someone say it could be like pre-recorded,
course.
possibly.
Yeah.
But that's not going to address the thing that I'm going to say is if it's one continuous shot,
Mhm.
even if you're masking someone into that shot,
Mhm.
you better have the same exact angle and like the same exact angle.
Yeah.
And you better hope that the skylight is the same, which it changes instantly. And then you have to track him. So are you hand holding his shot as well, or are you tripoding his so you can try to track it to the shaky footage of the car driving? I would say that's a pretty difficult thing to make look real. So kudos if it is fake. Kudos to making it look pretty real because it looks pretty real to me.
Not to mention he was also interacting with chat on the live stream at points throughout
That's
live
the
stream.
easiest part to fake if you were to fake it.
100%.
He record an overlay, and he probably wasn't even calling out a specific chatter. Probably just responding, but that's the easiest part to fake. But
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
think it's fake.
Because also his chats move so fast that he like
Yeah.
you don't see the message from the live to the, and all he has to do is have a bunch of fake messages like in his overlay, right? And then he can pick one out specifically, and all of a sudden that one's there. Small.
Good point. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
You know who's shaking in their boots though, seeing this and this conversation we're having right now? Those motion capture people. Because if we can't tell the difference to what's real and fake, what are they? I mean, you're not going to get compensated for jumping over a car.
That's true.
Yeah, why don't we pay them to do that? You think they want to capture that motion? That's crazy. I think kudos to him.
I think either
I've
way,
seen-
it's a dope feat.
Yeah, I've seen him do athletic shit before. Like, why is this so crazy?
I think
Ty-
he's gonna
Tyreek
race
Hill
an Olympic
Tyreek Hill refused to race him.
Yeah.
He was at the Dolphins training camp, and Tyreek was like, nah. He knew that there was a possibility he'd lose, and it'd feel bad and look bad, and he
Really?
said, "Nah." He ducked the shit out of him.
I thought it was a money thing.
Nope.
Really?
Had nothing to do with the bands. Nope.
I don't think he's that fast.
Yeah,
I think he can jump extremely high.
We've seen him run like a 40.
Dude, Sketch burnt him on the football field and caught the ball while he was playing D against him.
I don't think that
like
is an
that
act.
clip.
That clip is good.
Yeah.
Sketch also fucking left the field on a stretcher. So
We're not talking about the length of time where you could be athletic, dude. We're just talking about that 1
You know
second.
what I'm saying? I think he got crossed. He got crossed up on that route for sure, but he didn't get burned in a race by Sketch. Let's keep it a bean here. I think Sketch is 40 times like over 8 seconds. So let's not get crazy.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
the 100.
No offense, brother.
There's a woman from Poland who won the 100-meter Olympic event at the Olympic Games in Paris, who is going to race him.
That's exciting.
Challenge him to a race.
Speed?
So yeah, she challenged him to a race. Her name's Awa Swoboda.
Okay.
What a name.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she of African American descent by any chance?
No, she's from Poland.
Oh, she's got no shot. No shot, dude. There's no, like, let's just be straight up. Like, if you're watching the Olympics, you know who's winning those races. I don't run fast.
She won the Olympic race, I believe, and also I think the 200-meter sprint was won by a white woman from Great Britain.
Then I stand corrected.
The Olympics are filled with outliers, which is a beautiful, which is awesome because you never know. You just never know. Some people are fast out there, dude. It's crazy.
Okay, well then I stand corrected. I'd like to see it. How do you, these people might just,
I will watch it.
These people might just be trying to get clout, though. Like,
of course, but it's mutually beneficial. He gets to race an Olympian for content, and they get maybe their 15 minutes because they were on a speed stream. I think that's a beautiful thing. Tyreek has a lot to lose. Tyreek he doesn't win anything by racing speed, which is why I said no, which was the smartest thing he could have done. So now Tyreek's ability to stop, turn, run fast as shit on a dime destroys speed, but like that dude's ability to like change angles while running is literally unmatched.
Yeah, great route runner.
Go Fins.
I'd like to. Apparently, I'm not watching the Olympics because Be Tired just said 1500 meter won by a 20-year-old short white dude.
Yeah, who killed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He went crazy. I think it was actually, I want to say that 1500 meter we've never won before.
Good for. Okay. He's an American.
Yeah.
We're playing. Okay.
We have like 2 degrees of separation. That's B's boss's son. How cool is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gold medal Olympian.
And then the guy who won the, they're calling him the fastest man in the world, Noah something.
Lyles. Noah Lyles. Yeah.
Straight from Gainesville, Florida. Go Gators! He's an Alachua County resident, son.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
He might be the quote unquote fast man in the world, but when you used to watch Usain Bolt run those races, he would have like the giantest gaps between him and the rest of the competition. That was neck and neck. Like, the gold
same reason why LeBron's the GOAT. Come at me, listeners. Same reason, because LeBron's Jordan's competition was nowhere near, so the gap was massive. Same exact reason. Modern day competition, highest it's ever been. The gap doesn't look as big. It's the way she goes, man. That's athletics in a nutsack.
Clip it. Oh man,
you're the one pushing the button over there. You clip it.
We should clip that. We might get some hate.
We'll see what people say about that.
We do not want to get in the LeBron versus
yes,
MJ
we do, man. Yes, we do. I'll defend that position all day. Send them to me.
People knocking on your door.
Twitch.tv/Markstrom. Talk about it any day. I'll see you there.
One last thing to say about the Sketch thing. Percentage of
Speed.
chance. Yeah, speed.
Yep.
Unless you want to talk about the Sketch thing. What's the percentage that this guy who made the video, Nick at 30 or whatever, made it just to try to hop on and claim views?
100%.
That's it.
Of course.
Just be a contrarian. Yeah. Be a
Like
contrarian.
not even, he doesn't even believe
He's
it.
playing the game.
Playing the game.
Playing the
Good for
game,
you.
just like me, baby. Let a brother play the game, man. I've been doing
Dude.
this a while. I know what I'm doing.
Remember that time you filmed me jump in a semi truck?
Dude, that was sick.
Do we still have that footage?
I'm pretty sure I keep it in the same folder with Stone Guitarist talking to Arnie in the airport.
Dude, should we make a video of you? Oh, we'd have to do it very quick. Of you jumping a semi truck, like so masked, and be like, dude, Speed, come at me. You jump a McLaren, bro.
This is
Get
a
real.
great
You
idea.
make it, I
This is a
post
great
it, bro.
idea.
Easy.
Yeah.
Get real.
He has been working on his glutes, dude. That's where all that power comes from to get that
Oh,
jump.
I have. Remember the video?
What video?
Dude, I'll put on the shorts.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. All right, what else we got, Abe?
All right. More good news. Some wants a positive podcast today. We got a really positive one today. There's a great new program that Twitch is rolling out for online DJs. It's the new Twitch DJ program, and the reason this is so big and so great is that traditionally DJs have a hard time cracking into the online market, the online streaming market, because there is a litany of DMCA issues, muted streams, block content, things like that. Because when you're mixing popular songs together, obviously artists that made them have a problem with you doing that. And
You can get
monetizing it.
DMCA'd twice in one song, dude.
Crazy.
You
Okay.
really can. So what Twitch has done with this new DJ program is if you sign up, they have actually created partnership agreements with a lot of the music companies and music producers and have a catalog of acceptable songs that you can play and mix on your streams. What they then do is a percentage of the revenue generated by your stream is shared with those music producers and music companies to be then given to the artists as compensation. It is a 50-50 split from what goes to Twitch and what goes to this, or comes from Twitch and comes from the streamer as far as the revenues created and going towards paying that fee. But Twitch, as an early adoption program, is actually giving you 12 months of subsidy if you sign up. So they're going to give you 100% of your earnings and cover all of the costs for your first 12 months and then ramp it down slowly over time to a 50-50 split.
What does the earnings incorporate? It's obviously not donos.
I think it's some combination of subscription revenues and ad revenues.
All
They
the Twitch
haven't
rev.
clarified that though.
Yeah,
the Twitch rev.
the actual Twitch rev. So bits, sub, ad. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, if here's the problem.
Okay.
I like this program. Shout out Twitch. They have to do something. This is to protect themselves, to be clear. This has nothing to do with providing something to creators, because right now these creators are not getting slapped down for doing what they do at all. And they get 100% of their revenue. So why would you, as a DJ on Twitch, enter this? In what world do you say, okay, let me join this program where I will make less money a year from now? Because they don't go around and DMCA other streamers.
Not yet.
I
When
don't.
this program starts, maybe.
No,
they'll put it down.
they're not even going to do it when this program starts, man.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
They got to incentivize it somehow.
They're we'll call it like CYA right now is to delete the sound on portions of your VODs.
Yeah.
But nothing happens to a live stream unless the music company specifically files against you. This is a problem that will not change unless these individual music companies develop the tech to live scan all of the streams all at one time while they're going on. And will that happen eventually? Maybe. But it ain't anytime soon. And until then, Twitch doesn't have to do anything.
And to be clear too, with this DJ program, you will not be able to do highlights, VODs, or clips.
So it doesn't do anything for you.
They just
No, it absolutely doesn't.
away.
So here's the thing. When you said they go back and they blank out clips of the VOD, I would assume the VODs for DJs are very important because they're like, go listen to that mix. Like, throw it on at your party, you're good. It goes for hours. You just use it as a DJ mix. So I assume the VODs are awesome for them. If they are getting blanked out in sections, you definitely don't want that. So, but you're right. If they're not even giving VODs in this program, what the frig is this program good for?
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, you can also locally record and then host that wherever else you want on a SoundCloud or
Yeah, but you don't want it. You want it all in one spot.
Twitch isn't good. There's no user that's looking for what you're saying for that on Twitch. Those users don't exist.
You're not in that population.
I watch DJs all the time, and I hear about specific DJ artists on Twitch like daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a friend
But
of
you
a friend.
don't host a party and throw their mix on. I'm saying
From
there's
a
probably
Twitch
groups of
VOD,
people.
that's unhinged. I'm gonna say
You
it.
don't think so, dude?
By comparison to
Bro,
the
if you were a
existing web,
DJ,
absolutely not.
if you were a DJ and I was part of your brand like I am a part of your brand right now, I'd be throwing your freaking streams on.
What user is doing that when the VODs have shit removed from them?
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm saying VODs would be very important if they weren't blanked out. That's what I'm saying.
This behavior doesn't exist because it's not possible.
Then, dude, all right, I get it. We're
All
arguing
right.
something that doesn't even freaking matter.
Oh.
But wouldn't it be great though if it did?
They already do it other places where it's not blanked out, where it does get hosted. I understand what you're saying, and I think like you do have to provide, especially for like getting a gig, you have to be able to show like, hey, they're resumes, they're online resumes to an extent, right?
Sure.
This set specific, like this is the set I did the other day. Like DJs record their sets on purpose for sure, right? Especially video because it shows the energy. But video of them jerking their gherkin within their own home studio isn't the same as showing the energy of the crowd. That's, you know what I'm saying, that they're getting juiced up.
Fair,
it's not like a boiler room video. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I don't know. I think this program again is exclusively trying to benefit Twitch. I don't see them roping anyone into it. And I wonder what the repercussions will be for DJs who don't join this, but are known popular DJs, like the ones that host the parties for Twitch when we go to cons.
I wonder, they are creating a new DJ category. I bet you can't stream in that category unless you're part of the program.
I guarantee it. But the popular ones aren't going to give up their revenue for no reason, and they're going to stream in a different category, and that category is going to be where people actually go to listen to live DJ on Twitch. So this whole thing is a fucking sham. Now, I'm not going to lie. I did send this to Abe in a somewhat baity way, like, yeah, it's a cool program for today's thing, just so that I could tear it down live. But I have enjoyed the conversation.
I did get debated a bit here.
Yeah, I hit you with the old
I thought these
bait and
problems were
switch.
real. I didn't realize they were lying about all these problems that they're running into. I gotta tell you, they do a really good job setting that up like it's solving.
Oh, dude, the website that they posted for it is insane. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, they just used Steve Aoki's picture down there. I'm sure he has no clue.
Look at this whole section with the internet can work better for DJs. The problem, it spells it out like it's a huge issue. They set this up wonderfully.
Yeah, they failed to mention.
I got on this one.
What? They failed to mention this program is trash.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna
I
do?
would be curious. I mean, it's a shame because I'd love to talk to one of our DJ homies on the platform and just see, but like they can't speak openly about this probably, right? They wouldn't really be able to talk to us candidly on the pod about, you know, their thoughts and feelings on it because it'd be incriminating potentially.
Well,
So
I think they're gonna crack down hard when this goes live. And Abe, the thing about not being able to stream in that category, I think that's absolutely true as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to 100% be true.
We'll see.
I think it's going to be very interesting when all of these DJs that they crack down on, like, hey, you can't do this unless you're part of this program, blah, 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 turn the mirror back around and be like, what about every single one of your top streamers and the music that they play live on stream every single day? Are we cracking down on everyone? What are we doing here?
You think they would band together like that? Have streamers ever band together?
They're set. It's not banding together. It's trying to sell out the other person. They're like, either if you're going to punish me, you better punish them too. I don't think that's camaraderie.
No, I get that the DJs would band together to point to another person. You think the DJs?
I don't think it requires a collective to do that. I think that's the natural course. That's what I would do. There's no way I'm going to get 50% of my revenue taken for no reason when everyone else is doing the same thing on the entire platform, and all of the golden children of Twitch, like their top 20 streamers that actually bring in like 80% of the rev for the platform. Just saying. Just saying. This is business, baby.
DJ Clancy's got to look into this, dude.
He is a actual DJ.
I know.
So I'm sure that is a big point of, I'm sure he's working closely on this program. I have no idea how he plans to pull it off.
This is it. What do you mean?
Good guy.
He pulled it off already. This is the program.
Great guy, though. Great guy.
Are we still in the what are gamers angry about?
No, we're well past that.
Okay. All right. What
Nothing
else
to be angry about. Until they start punishing people, we good. Chilling.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. All right, there we go. So next up, pretty cool thing for those out there that have been playing Dungeons and Dragons online with their friends. Also, if you're a Dungeons, Dragons, and Lions enjoyer, that kind of just got pushed out by Roll20 today. Roll20 is an online tabletop gaming site where you can actually connect and have a live map that you can move around and interact with, allowing people to play games like Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletops online and not require you to be in person. It's really helped already grow the tabletop RPG space beyond what it used to be, and it's becoming more and more popular today. Roll20 specifically just did a really cool thing where they released a Roll20 Discord edition. So what that allows you to do is using the activities feature in Discord, and I think it shows it in this video. We'll turn the volume
kind of down a little bit here.
Yep. If we get
you
to
can play tabletop games in Discord.
The Discord gaming experience has been continued to be fleshed out. I think I've
seen it.
It's pretty cool. We have a lot of friends that have been playing the farm game lately.
Yep.
They love it.
This overlay is just part of the activities in Discord. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons with a group of people online. We use Discord as our primary chatting service, and then launch into
This is crucial, dude. Having the sheet in
Character sheet on there. It's awesome.
Bro.
The full experience.
So Abe can just make it for me.
Yeah, yeah.
How about, so speaking of the Discord, and then we'll jump right back into that. The feature watch together is straight in Discord now.
Oh yeah, dude. Not only is that integrated, but they have all of the games. It's funny because I don't know if you remember the feature set that they tried to roll out first that they thought was going to be like the big win for them was they wanted to be a platform for games like Steam, like Epic Games.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. I have games on Discord. A couple of the games that I did sponsored streams for Discord.
Okay.
They were fun. Like, it was a good game. It was a asymmetrical horror game like Dead by Daylight, but I think it was called it was something about like you were trapped in a school and there was a murderer. And we did some marksman games on that game. Very fun, but you had to launch it through Discord. That's where they started. And they were like, I think when they saw all the things that happened with like Epic Games and they made theirs and all the pushback and like, we don't want our games in 100 places. I get that. I get that. Now, Epic Games has continued to take over market share by providing awesome free games on a weekly basis. It's like the number one place to be able to like pick up 6 titles for free all the time. So they're doing their due diligence to try and get market share from Steam, and obviously offering more revenue to devs who host their shit there. I think
And
it's
Unreal Engine.
it's like 10 versus 30% or some shit. It's insane. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think if you weight it out to the audience, as opposed to more money in the short term, not in the short term, in the contract, as opposed to bigger audience on Steam, you think it might even out?
Most do both.
Oh, how you doing?
How you doing? How you been?
Double tap.
Oh, good for two, baby. Twice is nice. That being said, they also sometimes pay for exclusives to carve out market share. That happens, or a period of time for exclusive, and then it comes to Steam, that kind of thing. So, I mean, there's been a lot of experimenting. It's just funny to me that Discord, you know, sometimes you try your hand at something and you realize, oh, this was a terrible idea. Let's scrap this shit. We try again. And I think that they are really finding some solid integrations, and they provide such an awesome tool set for free for like community hosting. It's the #1 hub for the community I've created online by a mile.
Crazy.
It's amazing. It's so good. It actually brings our community together on a daily basis. There's people hanging out in there. And the amount of like chatter and all of the different like text channels, the voice channels. And again, people watch stuff together all the time. The CS matches happening.
I was just gonna say, we were just watching CS.
Crazy.
Everyone gets to watch it together. It's awesome. So very cool. And I think this is huge for the D&D community because everyone has loved Roll20 for a long ass time. To have it integrated on their #1 communication platform, insane. Very smart.
It's just so much more seamless. It helps everything start off on time and not require multiple apps. It's just what a good idea. I'm in the process of testing it right now. We might get it with Dungeons, Dragons, and Lions. I just think this is a slam dunk home run. Thumbs up to Roll20 and Discord. Good job.
Yeah, great combo. Good job, lads.
That is fire, and it's so interesting because you're exactly right. They tried, and they I guess failed, and then they're going back into it. So I'd love to like know about the structure in their company, in how these guys get another chance to be like, we could do it right this time. Trust me, I know I got something. Like, did more research, we could do it right. And then
gotta find the angle. The
decision makers like, all right, let's do it. Like, I trust you guys. That's fire to me.
Yeah.
Like, just keep it evolving. You learn, you fail, you learn, you fail. I love it, dude. And I can't wait to play that.
It's not surprising though. I mean, like, they have cornered that market entirely. Like, as much as I have nostalgia for some of the old ones, man, like Ventrilo, Ride or Die back in the day. Yeah, I speak Swedish. How you doing? So I hear you. Trust me. I grew up that age of the internet. I've owned and ran vent servers my entire life, like starting when I was literally like 10 years old. However, dude, Vent, TeamSpeak, Mumble ain't got shit on Discord. And I say that as a proud Discord partner of a discontinued program, but I still got all the perks because I was grandfathered in. What's up? How you doing?
Love
that.
It.
Love that.
Discord is fire. However, if you're listening, there's one issue that I'm having.
No, stop. I'm gonna stop you right there because listen, slum. This is a uniquely slum issue.
How do you know?
Because it's happened to you on multiple PCs multiple times and to nobody else in my entire network of people on Discord, man.
Bro, listen, expand that sample size. I'm not saying it's a small sample size, but you don't think there's anyone else that when they try to share the screen, sometimes you don't get to share the screen. It just keeps loading for some reason.
I'm sure there's
anyone else.
There are other slums out there. For good or for evil.
This is a new rig, bro. Come on.
And it still happens to you.
It still happens.
That's my point.
It's got to be their downloader.
I've never had that happen once. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh man, yeah. Discord. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to come to Slum's house and fiddle with it, get it working for him. It would make my life easier. Trust me.
Yeah, dude.
I would love to be able to be working on something Slum and him be able to screen share. That'd be sweet.
It's the
He'll
best.
turn him into an advocate. He'll be an advocate for you.
I still am. Like, don't get it twisted. We do this freaking podcast through Discord.
Yeah, we're on
It's the
Discord now.
best.
Full disclosure.
It's the best. But good stuff. I can't wait to play this Dungeons and Dragons and Lions. I think we got time for one more. We got a good one queued up.
I have one more good story, then a real quick update. I'll do the real quick update really quick, actually, since it is quick. Last week we talked about that Logitech Forever mouse.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So after the horrible blowback about the idea for paying for a subscription for a mouse, Logitech's head of communications immediately came out and said there are no plans for a subscription mouse. We're not doing this.
That's good news.
You always tell me to keep tabs on the story. This one was quick. Within a week, they said, absolutely not. We're not doing that. We're really sorry we brought it up. It was just a prank. It was just a prank.
We'll see.
You know, and that's the level of pivot that I like to see when the community tells you to, you know, blow it out your ass.
Yeah, but you'd hope they made a couple prototypes, a couple Mach 1s.
Yeah.
Just keep it in the back. All right. Well, good for them. Okay. Good up. Thanks for keeping tabs on that.
Yep.
What else?
Now to the real story. I'm calling this one Sugal because Google is getting sued by the U.S. and the Justice Department. It's actually that a decision was made. It has to go probably to appeal because Google's definitely going to appeal this. But they got hit. They're the first big tech company since Microsoft to get hit with an antitrust lawsuit.
Ooh.
So the U.S. government just found that they are in violation of antitrust laws, and it's specifically around their search engine control. So right now, Google currently controls an estimated 90% of the online search market, as well as about 95% of the online search market when it comes to smartphone searches. The reason that they're under fire here and what they're doing wrong is in 2021 alone, Google paid over $26 billion to ensure that its search engine is the default device on smartphone and smart devices, as well as browsers throughout the country. What the US government is arguing is that, and this is the quote from the judge, the default is extremely valuable real estate. Even if a new entrant were positioned from a quality standpoint to bid for the default when an agreement expires, such a firm could compete only if it were prepared to pay partners upwards of billions of dollars in revenue and share, making it basically impossible for them to enter the market. So they should make a better product. This is a really big decision here by the U.S. government, because depending on what the outcome is of the appeal and where it then goes into the judgment portion of it, they could be forced to, split their search engine out of Alphabet and make it its own company, kind of like what they tried to do to Microsoft with Windows and Microsoft Office, or they could lose their capacity to kind of bully the competition out of the contracts for these default search engines. So this is a very big decision that was just made.
I don't get. What is antitrust? Like, what does this actually mean? It sounds like they're just too big.
Correct. Antitrust is basically they have formed an illegal monopoly.
Yeah, but breaking them up doesn't work. Like didn't they break up these big companies already, and they're just back at the top.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't essentially change anything, right? They're just offshoots, and I don't know who's trying to make a career trying to decide that Google being a default fucking search engine on phones that they paid for the real estate for is like unacceptable. It's crazy to me because not only did they pay $26 billion, they also had the best product for a search engine by a mile. It's to search something on the internet is called to Google something. It is the one. It's the jacuzzi, man. It's the Q-tip. It is what it is, man. And I would argue jacuzzi and Q-tip and Google earned that to an extent. Mm-hmm. It is like
that. And to be fair, that's Google's argument. They're basically saying we're being told that we're the best and we're not allowed to take advantage of that. I
don't blame them. Like that's my take. I don't understand how. I understand how monopolies are an issue, but to go after something like this is like kind of crazy to me. Oh, we can't have a competitive search engine try to be the default on phones? Huh? That only hurts the consumer. What are we doing?
I think it's more along the lines of it's created a barrier to entry that's impossible to pass, and that's why they consider it a violation of the monopoly laws.
If I boot up my Android and or Google Pixel device and I get Ask Jeeves, I'm gonna shit my pants, Slum. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
What about DuckDuckGo?
I've never heard of that.
How about Bing?
You keep using all these weird ass search engines. Your computer's never gonna work, Slum. How many times I gotta tell you, bro?
Oh gosh.
Stick to Google.
Here's my thoughts.
What are your
okay?
thoughts? All right, what do you got?
So this is the government trying to break them up.
Yeah, this is the Justice Department. In the
Well,
US
they don't know what the frig they're doing either way. If they did know what they were doing, I'd much rather have them sniffing around Google to make sure they weren't doing sketchy shit, as opposed to try and say you're too big, you can't be buying default search engines. Like, dude, if you have the money and people want to sell something, you can buy it. I'd much rather you be good at your job and sniff around them in some other stuff.
Show me a fair, non-manipulated search result.
Correct.
And on the back end, like that, if there's something to be concerned about, it's in their ability to feed information to the masses, because like that is what it should be. That's what they should be working on.
That's exactly what they should be working on.
But this
I think
is
when you
cooked.
have 90% market share and 95% smart device market share, your ability to do that is expanded exponentially, and then you bully out anyone else from being able to get in there and do it without manipulation. That's, I think, the crux of this as well. It's not what's in the lawsuit, but I believe that's where this stems from.
Sure, but breaking them up doesn't work.
No.
So, like, I thought we learned this.
This is like the make-believe pretend like we're doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's the government. We're doing something, guys.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Where at least I know my search results are manipulated. I don't think those are the lyrics. But,
I heard that remix. Dude, it was fire.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it does. It just genuinely, at its core, just doesn't make sense. Like this being the crux of their issue is that it's the default on phones. You're not gonna win that. There's no like. I don't see the angle that they are going to use to change this.
No, and it's two parties who I dislike. Like, so I'm gonna be straight up about it. One, you're attacking the wrong thing. Two, you suck at your job. Three, if you were good at your job, you would be sniffing around something else. So like, this is just a waste of time and taxpayer money.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy.
That's ridiculous.
It's pretty goofy, man.
I think my thoughts on Alphabet. Insanely large, their bank account is never ending, and so is the government's. So I would love to say I'd like a group of people with level heads and with the people in mind to have like a wing in Google, but there's other countries that do that, and I don't support them either, so it's tricky. I don't know, man. It's tricky. If you don't want to use Google, use DuckDuckGo. I bet they probably suck too. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you're gonna get your Discord ducked up, you know?
That's so true.
What does that mean?
You're not gonna be able to screen share, bro.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You're over there on Bing getting viruses.
No, DuckDuckGo doesn't sell data, so you don't get any ads. I don't believe.
They tell you they don't.
They definitely tell you.
If a product is free, it means that you are the product as the user. Don't ever
get it
be
twisted.
tricked by that.
Don't get it
correct.
It's like people that think Robinhood is free trading. It's not.
Robinhood, bro.
They front your trades.
Don't use Robinhood.
And we're out of time, everyone.
They should be in jail. They should be in jail for what they did when GameStop happened.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just letting you know, but my bot trader has to go through Robinhood, unfortunately.
No wonder it's screwed the pooch, man. No wonder you're missing money.
No, it's good now. I found it.
You found that money?
I found it. It was holding cash because the account that it follows has a percentage of cash, so it was matching the percentage of cash. So I found it.
I'm glad, man.
Me too, but
you weren't getting scammed.
Nope.
Good stuff.
We're good now.
Not by the AI, at least. Definitely by Robinhood.
Definitely not by the AI.
Yeah.
Dude, there were some good topics this week, Abe.
Great week.
Thank you.
Dude, fire stuff. We kept some tabs. We finished some tabs. That was good. And then there was one more thing. Just wanted to wrap back to the strikes, the people with doing the strikes. I do, trust me, I fight for your right to have a strike. But I think sometimes you got to be realistic about the direction of the future.
Yeah.
Not coming at any of you guys or anything like that. Just have a real hard look at your life, not a group of people next to you. What do you want to do? How do you want to move forward? And move forward. That's about it.
Bunch of buggy drivers trying to prevent the car from being a thing. All I'm saying. Same thing.
So, Markstrom.
Yes, sir.
You got anything exciting coming up, dude? What's going on?
I'm just having such a good time on Dungeonborn, bro. I wake up in the morning, I think about playing it. I go sleep at night, I think about playing it. It's a good game. I think if you haven't tried it, it's a free-to-play game. It's on Steam. This is not an ad. It's just a game I'm having a lot of fun on. In an era of gaming where there's not a lot of fun games. It's new and it's exciting. And if you like PvP and extraction games in a high fantasy setting, come on through twitch.tv/Markstrom.
And I've been enjoying watching you play it, dude. You're pretty good at that game.
We're getting there.
Change of pace. Abe, how about you, dude?
I'm over there moderating, and new game moderation. It's where the mods are.
Abe's had a
earned
week,
their
bro.
stripes. Had a week. We've had some. I've actually had to ban people. It's been crazy. Also, real quick shout out, Slum. It looks like Growl gave you a suggestion on how to fix your Discord in the comments. He did say that if you on the settings, toggle off the use our latest technology to capture your screen feature, and that should
You think
be
Markstrom didn't tell me this a year ago, dude?
We
I
tried it.
appreciate you, Growl. I really do.
We tried it.
But there's no solution. Discord just has to fix their program. Abe, anyway.
But yeah, so new games means more moderation, especially with that Delta Force Hawk 2 game that you played the other day. That was.
I got good news for you, Abe. We will not be revisiting that title.
But as always, then you can find me moderating over at the stream as well, twitch.tv/Markstrom.
Oh man, and I am Slum. I'm also a mod in Markstrom's channel. You guys know that.
Sometimes.
I want to thank you guys for hanging out with this podcast. I see you guys, B, Scum, Rain, Chess. Thank you guys so much, and Grovac and anyone else I missed. We appreciate it. We have a really good time doing this podcast. I had a great time this week, actually. A lot of good laughs. And we do this podcast every week on Wednesday, unless Markstrom has a baby or Abe goes on vacation. So would you kindly share this YouTube channel with your mom, sister, your brother, your auntie? Tell them to subscribe, because if we pop up on their notifications and they click, they might enjoy what they're hearing. So you subscribe first, would you kindly, and then share this with your people. Also, we're on Spotify, so if you want to give a follow there, you can watch there as well. We have a great time doing this podcast every week, and we want to bring that great time to as many people as we can. So this has been another wonderful episode of the Plug Podcast, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Deuces.